All right, let's talk about these home runs. Albert Pujols is going to get 700. I remember beginning of the year, telling me, he's going to retire. And I'm thinking that there would be like a, retirement tour. And for some weird reason, there has not been a retirement tour. A lot of teams, usually like when Derek Jeter retired, Alex Rodriguez, whoever the team, uh, even road teams would do something special for a hitter or a pitcher when they're on their retirement tour. Ben Roethlisberger got stuff, from different teams, and people are not even acknowledging Albert Pujols. So there's something that's going to come out maybe years from now, maybe months from now, maybe right after you retire. That's some reason that MLB is really not acknowledging Albert Pujols and the impact he had in the league. I mean, at one point, this is the most feared hitter in the league. He was the reason people fell in love with, home runs in St. Louis, and he held the Cardinals down. And obviously, when he left, and he, fell on hard times, couldn't hit, couldn't, wasn't in good enough shape to play first baseman. They, brought him back. But now it's like, if you don't watch the news, you wouldn't even know Albert Pujols still had a job. So it's interesting to see him. I think he's going to get 700. He needs five more. I think he's at 695. Just to get 700. Doesn't have to get 701 or 700. Just get 700. He had one more, he'll tie Alex Rodriguez. But there's something weird going on with whatever's going on with the MLB and the relationship with Albert Pujols. Now, obviously, sometimes, and you see what they're doing, Barry Bonds or Roger Clemens, they're still in 10 years later, 15 years later, trying to distance themselves from the whole doping era and stuff like that. And I understand that, but now, everybody knew that it was, it was a league thing. League knew about it. The league decided to ignore it. And these players just took advantage of it. And also, if you know, a baseball, no matter how many steroids you take, it's not going to help you hit a baseball. You have to be a good hitter and have good vision and good timing just to do that, and then excel on that part. When you add steroids and physicality and strength training and stuff like that. Um, but Aaron Judge is really carrying the Yankees. I've been off the Yankees for months. I mean, we've been struggling for 2 months. In August, I'm like, okay, let's just make it out of August. But a lot of our hitters are hurt, a lot of our pitchers are hurt, and we are just trying to essentially hold on to get to the playoffs, hoping that we can, get Domingo back. Our fake closer, I don't know if he's our closer now, but our closer got a tattoo. He was injured reserve. He got a tattoo. Tattoo got affected, and yeah, now he's still out. So we just have a lot of just weird mistakes. Carpenter had a foul ball off his foot, broke his foot. So just a lot of weird things happen. We had another guy got hurt yesterday, Batanzas, whatever his name is, and it's like we can't catch a break. But Aaron Judge is literally the only one. We're winning these games 1-zip, 2-1, and he's both runs, a one home run and maybe a scored run. So I want him to get this record. He only needs six more, something like that. Um, he's at 54. I think 61, 60 is the record, something like that. Uh, but the problem is we have to excel in the playoffs. Yankees are really championship and bust. We haven't had a championship in over 10 years. We have to figure something out because he's going to need a break. I mean, we put a lot on this man's shoulder. At the end of the day, he still need a break. He still has to take time off to rest his body. He'll live the bumps and the bruises that a long season gives everybody. But trying to get this record, I don't know if we're going to be able to, give him the break he needs, but also win the games. If he doesn't play, we get no runs. No one is hitting. We got 4 or 5 guys batting 100. And our pitching is solid, but even pitching, the other day we gave him 9 runs to the Rays. So we have to figure something out. So maybe if he can get the record in 2 weeks, and maybe he can get like a week off or something like that. Maybe he can get a record in 3 weeks and get a week off the last week. But we have to honor the fact that he's chasing a record, but also not be ignorant to the fact that we still trying to win a championship. And if we can get some guys healthy, um, you know, we might can make a run. But we got to get healthy. We can't have a closer who, needs a tetanus shot for his freaking tattoos. Guys breaking their foot on foul balls. Just, we have to figure something out. Aaron Boone's been ejected every freaking other day. Rightfully so. He got ejected last night because they gave him a challenge, even though he wasn't really challenging the play. And then a couple of innings later, we needed a challenge and we didn't have one on a foul tip. I'm like, what are we doing? But he got ejected. It didn't hurt us. It didn't score any runs. But the point is, we have to build a bridge to the finish line, because the way we're playing, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Rays are 3, 4 games back. We just have to hold on long enough, but also watch greatness. And what Aaron Judge is doing is pure greatness. So we'll see. Be safe.